Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to the 5ers trading room. Before I start, we are about to start in 1 or 2 minutes, but before I start, I just want to make sure that everyone can hear me well enough and see my screen. So just as usual, give me the sign on the chat box. So I will know that you can hear me and see my screen well enough. Thank you, Alan. Okay, we are about to start in 1, 2 minutes. All right. Okay, 1 more minute, please. We are about to start in a minute or two. Thank you. Okay, hi again. Thank you for your patience. Hope you all feel good and you had a successful trading week. Before I start, I would like to remind you that the Fivers, it's a proprietary trading fund who fund Forex traders. We are not an educational business, but we would love to give you the added value that we believe in and show you the method that usually I specifically trade with. And also, I would like to remind you that it's the beginning of the week. So on every Monday, like in every Monday, I'm taking the time to give some review for the upcoming week. We will analyze some charts for some pairs, and also you can write down on the chat if you have any specific pairs that you want to discuss about. I will analyze them for the swing long terms, even for the next week. For the next days for this week. And if we'll find something interesting for an intraday opportunity for the current moment for today, of course we will do. So okay, that's all. So we can start. All right. I would like to start with a position that I'm already in, just to show you and explain you the conclusion and the reason why I am in this position. And okay, let's see. All right. So the reason for this sell position on the GB pound against the yen, GBP and JPY, it's this supply. I will zoom in a bit. It's this supply that the price, sorry, it's this one. Okay, here. The reason is this supply. I'll go back to 15-minute chart. Maybe it will explain it better. As you see, when the price had this nice rally and uptrend, the last low or the last demand that the price created was this one here. Okay, this is the last significant demand in this uptrend. That's demand throughout the price here. Then the price check this demand once, two, if you already know that. So this demand turned into support after a while, after the price checked this level a few times, and again here a bit, and then whoop, the price broke out this last demand, the recent demand here of this uptrend. So once the price broke out this level, my conclusion, let's see if we can see it also in a 5-minute chart. Yes. So this is how it looks in 5-minute chart. This is the demand. It's also, first of all, it's a demand that we can rely on in intraday position. The conclusion here will be not for the long term, just for the short and intraday terms. It's 5-minute charts. So we can see the price here create this demand, a small one, check one, check two, check three, and here a little bit more. Then after all, the price broke out, as you can see here, this demand, and that's telling us that this uptrend has ended. And once the price broke out this last demand, last low of this uptrend, it's actually telling us that the price get inside the bearish zone compared to what we see here on the left on this 5-minute chart, of course. Okay, it's not meaning that the price get inside the bearish zone for the weekly, monthly terms. All right. So what create this breakout? This supply here above, or maybe here above, that we seen in 1 minute or 5-minute chart. I choose this level to get inside this position, sell position. The original stop was, let's go back to the the 15 minutes. The original stop was just above this level here. Okay. And the price, as you can see here, went down, then up, down again. Now the stop loss is here above this, above this last critical level that I believe that the price not supposed to break this level if the price really on his way. If we go to the 1-hour chart, I do believe that the price have a good chance to reach that level here below this support level. Of course, there is a critical level in the middle, like this support, that I will consider to close part of the position, or maybe all the position. I will roll the stop loss if the price reach that level, of course. Okay, but for now, this is what I seen as the last critical level that I can allow the price to reach till this level to check it. Okay, above this one, I don't want to be in this position anymore, because if the price will break out this level, I do believe that the price tends and back to be bullish, tends to reach higher levels. So that's what I think, and I put the stop loss here, so this position is protected already. Now I'll watch the price. If the price will move down, drop down, and will create a new low. So maybe I'll put the stop loss above this level. We will keep follow this during this trading room. Okay, I'll just take a few seconds to read the chat. You asking, Christian, you asking if the GB pound yen on the daily chart is on a downtrend. We will just check. We will check it in a minute. Flag formation, sorry, bearish consolidation on 5 minutes. You mean this flag? I'm not and I don't know if you know, Marius, I usually use only supply demand levels and price action, and I trade with the naked charts. Although a pattern is a kind of a price action, I don't really use patterns most of the times, but I see the flag here. Okay, I see it. I'm not sure what about Kilo. I'm not sure what about what it's saying, this flag, because I don't really consider it. If it's a flag and here on the left we have a great supply, I would enter the position. It doesn't matter if the price reach this supply with a flag pattern or any other pattern. So it is a flag. It seems like a flag. Why you didn't take profit at the lowest point you already had? For H, you mean for this position? Which lower point in the 4H? This level? I think I entered this position after the price reached that lowest level, I think. Let's check it out. Maybe I'm wrong, but no. The price reached, the lowest level that the price reached from the moment I entered this position, it's this one. I prefer to, at this situation, since I believe that the price have a potential to go lower, it is a critical level here on the left. You do right. It's definitely a level to react to, maybe close part of the position, roll your stop loss, do something. I believe that the price on its way to a lower level, so I didn't close part of the position, but I did roll the stop loss, as you can see. But I definitely agree with your idea. Okay. How much am I targeting? Okay, so you mean how much? I showed you before, this is the final take profit for this position. That's how it looks in the 1 hour chart. That's the final destination for me. Of course, I will follow the price and see if it will remain as a legit level to wait for the price to reach. It depends what the price will do on the rest. I keep follow the price. Okay. You mean it's a 15 risk reward ratio? Maybe. I didn't measure it, but if I put the stop loss here just above this level, I risk maybe, let's say 15 pips, and this is 150 almost. It's approximately 1 to 10 risk reward ratio. Let's see. Okay, as I said, I always roll my stop loss. We can never know what's going to happen on this way. The price can jump up now and hit my stop loss. The price can drop down and take profit. The price can drop down here and then go up to my new stop loss that I rolled. So we'll keep follow this one. Hopefully to reach this 1 to 10 risk reward ratio. Okay. If I'm going to add position for this one, no. Me specifically, I don't add position on the way. I mean, if I'm in a sell position and the price really goes down in my favor, I don't add any sell position on the way. If you find a good reason to do that, I can understand. All right, someone asked about the daily chart for this chart. And I think, yes, in the daily chart, we can say that the price is in a bearish momentum, but it won't surprise me if the price will go up to check this level. It still will consider as a technical correction for this movement. But since the price broke out this last low of this last uptrend that we can see on the left here, once the price broke out the last low, which is here, from that moment, I consider this price as a bearish in this chart, in the daily chart. It's a bearish. For how long? This wave, as you can see, start about here at these levels. So in this and for this wave, this is the last low, okay? And from my experience, once the price break out the last low, it will tend to reach at least to the source of this wave, which is about this area. It can be also here, but that's the lowest demand that I can see. So I do believe that the price tends to reach at least these levels. And yes, for your questions, in my opinion, in a daily chart, the price at the moment in a bearish momentum, but it won't surprise me if the price will keep go with this technical correction up to this level. Maybe yes and maybe not. Even if the price will keep go to this level, it will still consider as a bearish momentum. Okay. And all right. Can we look on the euro dollar? Yes, of course we can. We will just take a look for this. We're just about to finish with this one, the GBP against the yen. So this is the situation on the daily chart. And as I explained on the 15-minute chart, I do believe that the price about to reach lower levels. Okay, I put my take profit here, but it doesn't have to reach there if I think and believe the price is on his way to reach this level. So I will always roll my stop loss. At the moment, I lock my stop loss below the entry points about 6-7 pips. All right. And for now, I don't see any other good opportunity to open another intraday position for sell or for buy position. All right. Let's take the euro dollar. Okay. And this is the euro dollar. And as you can see, the price, I marked this line since the price created here on this 5-minute chart. Let's take it, zoom in a bit. Created here a nice, sorry. I'm trying to find the best picture to explain the situation. Okay. I'll take it back to this level. Okay. So as you can see, okay, the price created this supply. You can see the price drop down. And by this supply, the price broke out the last significant here, this support, as you can see, all this support level, which actually rely on this demand. So the price reached that level, as you can see here, which is almost about, we can almost say that he broke out the significant demand here, but not yet. But I would take the risk to sell here. Okay, that's the sell level, and then the price reach this level. You know what? I'll show you what I did in this situation. Okay, so this is where I sell. That's the position. Okay, I just drag it from the history. Let's go back to the current one. Okay, I sell here because of this supply, which broke out a nice support from the left. It seems like a significant supply for an intraday position. The price, as you can see, I sell here exactly. It was a very accurate entry. The price keep move down almost 20, 21 pips. I roll my stop loss above this small supply, as you can see here. Now I'll zoom in a bit. All right. After the price dropped down, it created, then, sorry, after the price dropped down, On his way down, he creates this another small supply on the way. It's a drop, base, and drop. So I roll my stop loss just above this level a bit, okay? Above this supply, because I said, okay, I can give the price the chance and the room to for a technical correction up to this level and then keep move down. But if the price will break out this supply, I don't want to be in this position anymore. So this is exactly where I put my stop loss and I throw out from this position with a profit of $2, not something significant. And that's what happened. On this way, when the price broke out this supply, and as you can see, it created also something that seems like a demand here, but it's not a clear one. And at this moment, I'm not sure about where the price is going. It seems like the price just ranging. So that's the demand the price create and broke out this level. It seems like a nice demand, but if I'll take a look on this 15-minute chart, I'm not sure about where the price. I cannot say for sure that nothing I can say for sure, but I cannot assume that the price is about to reach this and this level. I don't have this information here. Since the price broke out this level, but still the price stuck in this supply here. You can see it didn't broke out this supply. So I believe I will give the price the time to go up or go down from that area. And then I will look for something new. What for sure for now I can see in the euro dollar is this demand that for an intraday position, it's a great demand for a buy position. So we can wait for the price and see if the price will reach this demand. By the way, that was the take profit for my previous sell position. Here, this little blue line. See, I just put my mouse in and it give you all the information about this position. So that should be my take profit because the price at this level reach already close to this demand, and it's at least for me, I think it's a wise decision to close a sell position when the price reach demand level. Okay, yes, Marius, we will check the pound dollar soon. Okay, so this is for euro dollar, at least for the short term. Let's take a look on the daily chart. Generally on the daily chart, we are in a bearish momentum. And as you can see, the price already reached this level that seems like a supply level. All right, now we are taking a look on the higher time frames and perspective. So these two little candles and then the price dropped down from that level. At least this is what we can see on this daily chart. And now the price just stuck there, moves down a bit. Again, to get inside this sell position, relying on this daily chart, it's a good decision. But if we did it, we should do it already here at the top and not now again. I don't know, maybe we can try to be more accurate with this level. If we go to this, it was on the 21 in September, not long time ago. Let's see how it's looking this 1 hour chart. All right, I think we can put this line here. 1 hour chart, we do have it. Let's see if we have it on the 30-minute chart. This is 21. Once I look on this 13-minute chart, I'll put the line here. I do believe that this is the supply, and from that level, the price dropped down, and we can see at least from this 13-minute time frame candles, we can see that the price dropped down and didn't go up again to test. Of course, this is what we see in these 13-minute candles. But maybe if we take a look on a 5-minute candles here, we will see the price move down and up to collect the orders and down and up and down. We can never know what happened inside these 13 minutes. So we can check in 15 minutes maybe. And in 15 minutes, we start to see the picture that we usually look for supply and demand. A few little candles that moving aside create this base. I would go for this level. This is what I risk, all this level. Okay? So this is what we saw on the daily chart, and we mark it like this, as you can see. But once we get inside this daily and zoom in for the 15 minutes chart time frame, we saw in more accurate where exactly the significant supply. So as you can see now, let's go back to the 4-hour chart. If the price reach that level, I will sell on the first touch of the price. In fact, I think there is a high chances that we will see the price reach that level. I'm not sure if it's going to be just now, or maybe the price will still go down to check this demand that we saw on 15-minute chart and then move up to this supply. We'll see. But those are the next level I will act. It's this demand that we saw on 15-minute chart. We will see it again in a minute. And this supply that we saw on the daily chart, and we saw it also, we saw exactly how it looked in this in 15 minutes time frame. So this one, all right. I'm not recording. Yes, this session is recording, Marius, and it usually most of the trading room are you can find them the recording after in our YouTube channel. Okay. All right. So let's continue. Okay, this is what we saw in this 15-minute chart. I would take it a bit lower, maybe here. Okay, above this level, and that's all. Okay. Next, GBP against the dollar. Someone asked for the pound dollar. Ah, it's you, Marius. I will check it now with you. And okay. So this is the pound dollar. If you don't mind, for now, let's go back to the GB pound against the yen. The stop loss still here. Nothing significant happened with the price. As you can see, we are still in this position. I just prefer to close this terminal that you will see the charts as much better as you can. So it's more important for now. So this is the 5-minute chart. Let's start with the high time frame and see if I can give you some conclusion for the next upcoming days. This is the daily chart. And as you can see, it's very similar to the pound yen situation and many other pound pairs. But in this daily chart, we can see this supply here above. We can see this Quasimodo pattern. I think we talked about this in the previous trading room. This is the last low that the price created during this uptrend here. That's the last low. And here the price broke out this last low in one sharp movement. Okay. Not usually, that's called Quasimodo. The Quasimodo level, the entry level, it's usually the same level as the left shoulder here, which is the this high before the last high, this one before. It is the left shoulder. So, and that's a Quasimodo. It's kind of a twisted shoulder. Okay. And in this case, I won't enter this position if the price reached there, only because it seems like a Quasimodo and we have a nice picture here. The first reason is we have a supply here, which we take a look on this 4-hour chart. We can see it here. We can see it also here, this one. I will act in this supply. I will sell on the first touch, okay? But since I believe that there is a high chance that the price will tends to reach the higher one, which is about here, the candles here about just a bit something confusing here because of this gap, but there is a supply here, at least from my experience, it seems like a supply level. And usually when you have a supply and just above another one, many times I saw the price tends to reach the higher one. I will react at this one. but very carefully, which means I will roll my stop loss on the first opportunity. I will do it while I know that there is a high chance the price will tend to reach the higher one. So I will secure the position very fast, because even if the price tends to reach the highest one, most likely, not for sure, of course, but there is a high probability that even then, most likely that we will see some reaction at this level. On the first touch, we will see something, which means we will probably see something like this. The price will go up. We will see some reaction. Maybe the bearish momentum will continue. But even if not, we will see probably some reaction, and then the price will go to check the highest level. In this reaction, if occur, I will roll my stop loss on the first opportunity. Of course, the price also can go up now through all this level very fast and just reach that level. Anything can happen, but we should be prepared for any situation. Okay. How far back do you look at a valid level time-wise? For example, for intraday, do you look at last week, or it depends for this question mark, because if I have all I need, all the information I need here on this frame, I don't have to look back. Usually, even if as an intraday trader, I always love to get the wide picture and see what's going on the higher time frame, which mean maybe daily, 4 hours, 1 hour time frame. But even if I go inside the 15-minute chart and I see this picture, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is a bit Quasimodo, okay? We can see that this seems like the last low of this previous uptrend, and the price broke out this low, and the left shoulder, as we saw on the daily chart now, is here. And we also have here something that looks like a supply. Maybe at least this is the 15-minute chart. So I'll go to the 5-minute chart. Still not clear for me. I'll go to the 1-minute chart. If I see the picture that I'm looking for, then great. If not, then not. I see the picture that I'm looking for here, but it's more higher. It's about here. This is what I'm looking for. You see, here we don't see a significant drop when the price just run away from that level. We don't have it here when I put the line. Also, it seems like was in 15-minute chart, but here we can see it on 1-minute chart. So this is the 15-minute chart. Again, I would take the risk here to sell on the first touch of the price. The risk is very low because just above a few pips above this one, we don't want to be in this position anymore. And the price is you remember, we need to know exactly where the price came from. So here the price came from this level. We can understand this. It seems like a small demand, one of the significant level on this uptrend. It doesn't seem for me like the final destination. I do believe that if the price reached this level after broke out this one, there is a high chance that the price already on his way to reach a lower level, maybe this or maybe this demand here at the bottom. So for your question, Mark, at this situation, I have all I need in this picture. I don't need to go to higher time frame and check. But if I take a look here on this 15-minute chart, I'm trying to get conclusion where to sell. Then I look for supply on the left and I don't see nothing. Then I go to the 1-hour chart and look for the left. Even in 1-hour chart, I don't have the information on the left. I'll go to the 4H and then I will look. And if I found it, like we saw on the daily chart, I'll try to zoom in and see what was there, as we saw on the euro dollar. What was on this level here? We zoom in to this day to find the accurate supply on the 5-minute chart, if we can, if we have this information, right? Okay. All right. So let's go back to the pound dollar. So as an intraday trader, I will sell on the first touch here, I will take the risk, and the final target for this sell position as an intraday trader will be probably this demand at the bottom, which is a great level also for a buy position. Buy position for the long term, swing long term, I do believe that the price on its way to reach this level that we saw on 4-hour chart. Sorry. Okay, this level and maybe the one above. This is what we talked before. Okay, it can be both of them. So it seemed logic for me that the price will maybe keep this technical correction here to check this demand that we saw on 15-minute chart, and then continue up to this supply, and then we'll see if we have some reaction here, if it will be only a technical correction before the price move up to the next supply. If from that level the price will turn back to be bearish and continue the momentum of this daily chart, okay, and keep move down, because from the long-term perspective, I do believe that the price, as you can see, reached that level, which is here. So I do believe that the price, at least in this bearish momentum, tends to reach this level and maybe even lower. So, but it's only my analysis, and of course it doesn't have to happen, but this is how I manage the risk. And that's the situation for the GB pound yen. You can see, let's take a look how it looks on this weekly chart. We also see nice drop down and Quasimodo pattern. Okay, we'll keep follow this one. All right, pound yen, still the price didn't create a new high or a new low. Our stop loss still at the same level. We are in a stop loss with a bit profit. Hopefully the price will continue down. This is the situation now. Okay, right, Marius, you can watch it later. And US dollar CAD and US dollar Swiss, I believe we can analyze these two pairs and we'll finish after this. US dollar CAD and US dollar Swiss. Let's start with the US dollar Swiss, which usually, Bruno, you ask if it's a breakout, sell or support buy. Well, let's take a look first. Let's start with the dollar and the Swiss. Okay, and we can see that the price, this is the 4H time frame. So let's take a look on the daily. Okay, and for my opinion, as we can see, the price already reached this level. You see, if the price reached that level, I do believe that the price tends to reach at least this supply here above, maybe here. But anyway, the price, at least from this picture, I think that the price tends to reach higher levels. To check, even if the price want to keep move down, I do believe that the price first will check higher levels, which at least is this one. And it seems the price just now, just Friday, and now just hanging on this demand from the left. It seems like a demand level. If we take a look on this 4H, we can maybe try to be more accurate with this demand. Something like this. Maybe I will take all this level, okay? And it won't surprise me if the price will go very low to check this demand maybe. Since the price run away from that level, you can see that's the lowest the price reached. It didn't check this level again. It's a fresh demand. It won't surprise me if the price will tends to reach this level. So we can or buy at this level, which we are already in this level for 1.5 trading day. So I'm not sure if it's a wise decision to open a buy position just now, but we can take a look at this situation here and see if we'll get a sign from the lower time frame, because this is the lower time frame. Let's take, for example, this 15-minute chart. Okay, so what we can see from that situation, if the price will, because in the 15-minute chart the price is still bearish, as you can see here, but if the price will break out this last low here, sorry, last high, then we can say that the price, at least in this 15-minute chart, turn into bullish momentum. So that can be the first time for us maybe to buy and then try to accomplish what we saw on the daily chart. So if the price will break out this last high, I will look for a new demand that did it and try to get inside this demand. I will look for a new fresh demand that broke out this, what was supply, checked once, then it will be resistance. Okay. And of course, I will roll my stop loss all the time. So this is one option. Since we are already in this level that we saw on the 4-hour on the daily chart, we cannot buy here on the first touch. The first touch was already done. Okay, it was somewhere here. That was the first touch of this level that we saw on the daily chart. And since we missed it, we can just look for the sign for the 15-minute chart. So this is for this one. You bought this morning a stop loss FSH 0909. Okay. 0909, it's here. No? Sorry. Here. Okay. This is stop loss. I mean, you open a both position, so you already triggered your stop loss. If so, it's not a big deal. And okay, so this is what I think about this situation now. Also, for the short term, I don't see any clear opportunity to sell or buy at this level now. Okay, there's nothing to do now. This is the daily chart. Again, this is the weekly chart. It's a bit twisted in the weekly chart. Okay. Oh, I see why. It's because this one. And if we roll back, well, we cannot do it. Never mind. Okay. So in the weekly chart, we won't get another different conclusion at this situation. I think daily and below will give us enough information. Okay. Let's take the US dollar and the Canadian. US dollar and the Canadian. It's this one. Oh, right. So let's start for the long term. Okay. Daily chart. Okay. Well, interesting because the price just broke out these levels that seems like a demand level. You can see it here. I would expect the price to stop somewhere here and continue this bullish momentum, but the price broke out and it's just about to reach this level again, which is kind of support because this level is reaction for this demand here on the left. This one, you see? All these little and small candles that move aside in this very tight range, that's the demand. The price here, that's more clear. Here we can see that the price almost broke out this, but not. Still, this demand still hold. Now the price, it seems that the price on its way to reach that level again. So for the short or for the long term, my priority will be for a sell position. The power is with the sellers at the moment for the US dollar and the Canadian. And this is the 4H time frame. Now we see an interesting picture because the price just reached a demand level that we see on this 4-hour chart, which we didn't saw on the daily chart. So let's see how it is look on the H1. it is this one. Okay, you can see this is where the price now. So it seems that the price already checked maybe here and here. I'm not sure if it is still a fresh demand. Let's see if we have it on this 13 minutes. It was on the 8th in September. We do have it. This is how it looks in this. Let's see if we have it on 15 minutes maybe. Yes. Okay, we have this demand and just below this one. I'm ready to take the chance at the lowest one. I'm ready to risk all this. You see? It's mostly because of this one, but I will give the price a bit more room. So I will risk that level. And if the price just reached there now, or very soon, maybe. Okay, let's go back to 1 hour chart. And the first target, maybe the final target, the first target, the next critical level that I can see that seems like a supply level, it's here, this one. And above is this one. Now let's take a look how it look in 15-minute chart. Those level, this, I would still leave the line here and also here. Okay, they are also a great supply, this one at least. It is also a great supply for a sell position, but more as an intraday position, I would take care, because if the price really hit that line that I put here and keep moves up to this level, if that happened, I do believe that there is a high chance that the price at this situation will tend to reach the higher supply here. Okay, so I will open a sell position here. Let's see if how it looks in 5-minute chart. That's how it looks. See, I will take this line a bit higher even. This is what I'm looking for here. So back to the 15-minute. I will sell here on the first touch of the price, but as an intraday position, I will roll my stop loss very fast and consider that it's maybe only a technical correction before the price keep moves up to the highest level. So this is the level I will react. This one, but first it seems that the price is much more close to this one. It's about 10 pips from that level that we saw on the 4 hour, and then we roll down to the 15-minute chart to see how it looks. So buy here and sell here. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. We need to finish at the moment. And I really thank you all for joining us. I hope you enjoy and get a great benefit from this. I would like to remind you all that you should remember you can schedule an appointment with our portfolio analyst. It is Saul, his name. And you can talk about Saul, you can talk with him about your review on your statement, on your strategy, and get some insights about your evaluation process. You are more than welcome to do so from our website. Okay, thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow at the same time. Meanwhile, I wish you all successful trading. Thank you. Bye-bye.